All right, before we take a look at this interaction, this pitiful interaction that Jeff Gray had with this Waveland, Mississippi police officer named Sergeant J. Jaffrion, I noticed that there was a news bulletin that Joe Biden fell during a dissertation at a U.S. Air Force Academy graduation ceremony. We'll take a look at that. And then he points back at what tripped him. It looked like he tripped over his own feet. I couldn't see his feet when he fell, but I'm going to play this at half speed. We'll take a look at this. I'm going to turn the volume down. It's a little bit distorted. Look at that. He's just President of the United States right there. Down. Down. Gets up. I don't know. I didn't see the cord move. I don't know what happened. It looked like he may have misjudged the step or something. I don't know, but that's pretty interesting. Leave your thoughts about that. I'm not going to give you my thoughts because you probably can read my thoughts. They're probably the same as your thoughts. And then the thing that I wanted to show you right here, there's this supposedly distracted driver who launches his car off of a tow truck ramp at highway speeds. But notice when the body cam pans around, it doesn't look like a lot of these vehicles have their emergency lights on, and there's no emergency vehicle on this side. This tow truck driver may have a bar on the other side of this little black thing right here, but if he doesn't, that would be another, you have lights to warn people, hey, slow down from great distances. Now this driver probably was distracted, and this is just crazy. This is Dukes of Hazzard level craziness right here.
Good.
What a launch. They're gonna show it again at a slower speed, and they're gonna do a freeze frame on it. We'll look at this again.
Previous 1050, 84 west.
Pretty astonishing. Watch this. Look at the launch. Look at that. This guy is up. What is that? Okay, so let's say this guy is 6 feet, double his height, 12 feet. He's about 12 to 15 feet in the air right there. And before he hits the ground, it looks like he covers the span of 25, maybe 35 feet. And did you see the hubcap in the air look like a flying saucer? Look at this right here. See that hubcap just flying right there? Wow, maybe he went further than 35 feet. That is just a crazy crash right there. Here it is in slow motion. Boom, took that out. Almost took the cab of the truck off. That is, maybe it was 50 feet. That is movie level craziness. Let's see, body cam captures. Let's see, I'm actually impressed with the cop. Let's see, distracted driver. The driver, a woman from Tallahassee, survived the crash with serious injuries. Pretty interesting. Now let's get to this, which is even more interesting and pathetic. Listen from the get-go. This is the interaction that Jeff Gray from Honor Your Oath Civil Rights Investigation had with a Waveland, Mississippi Police Department employee, Sergeant J. Jaffrion. Watch the chip on his shoulder from the get-go. This guy is not acting like a public servant. He is acting like an overlord and a master.
How you doing, man? You got some ID on you?
Good morning, gentlemen. God bless our homeless veterans.
Yep, I'm a vet too, man.
All right, cool.
Air Force.
All right.
You got your ID on you?
What for?
I'm a vet too. Now, I cut some of these vets some slack, at least initially, because I believe that the majority of the people who sign up for Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or whatever are doing it because they bought into some lie that they're joining the military industrial complex, and they probably don't even put it that way, is going to secure freedoms for the rest of this. So they're willing to lay down their lives for the rest of us. And that is commendable. Now, is it true? We know from history that most, if not all, wars are bankers' wars. You're not fighting for freedom, or as they call democracy. And Benjamin Franklin said democracy is two wolves and a lamb deciding on what to have for dinner. And Jefferson said that democracy is the tyranny of the majority. They're not even fighting for what they think they're fighting for. They're fighting for the defense contractors. They're fighting for the elite. They're fighting for the congressmen and senators and the lobbyists, but they're not fighting to secure freedoms. And I think that they believe that they are. But this guy, what did he think he was fighting for? Because now he's on American soil, supposedly the land of the free, home of the brave, and he already getting out of the car. I need you to be insecure in your person and give me your ID. Show me your papers. This is World War II Germany level NAZI, because I can't say that word. The guy with the funny mustache, employee, SS style, NAZI-ism.
Vagrancy.
Vagrancy.
Yes, sir. Got several complaints on here. You're begging for food, money, stuff like that.
That's not true.
Okay, well, I'm just out here for that reason.
Okay.
So, do you have your ID on you?
Am I required to give you ID?
Yes, you are.
What would happen if I don't give it to you?
You're going to jail. Period.
Now keep that in mind. What happens? Jeff Gray asked a very clear question. What happens if I don't give you my ID? You're going to jail, period. Now, later, this guy is going to claim that he didn't threaten Jeff Gray with jail if he didn't give him his ID. Listen to how many times this guy says you're going to jail if you don't show me your papers.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Sir, I'm standing on a public sidewalk engaging.
And then stay tuned for a compilation because I got that coming up for Jay Jaffrion, Sergeant Jay Jaffrion.
Constitutionally protected
Correct.
activity.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm going to back this up because this is very important. I am going to dissect this. I know a lot of people are like, I want to dissect this because I think it's pertinent. It's vital that we open the cadaver of tyranny and show people exactly what's going on. Listen to what Jeff Gray said and listen to the response of Tyrant Jaffrion.
So, do you have your ID on you?
Am I required to give you ID?
Yes, you are.
What would happen if I don't give it to you?
You're going to jail. Period.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Sir, I'm standing on a public sidewalk engaged in constitutionally protected
Correct.
activity.
Correct.
Correct. I'm standing on a public sidewalk, Jeff Gray said, engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. And Jaffrion mentally and verbally assents to that and says, correct. Yes, you are on a public sidewalk. And yes, you are engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. And yes, I am still here to make you insecure in your person.
But I'm letting you know you're going to go to jail, no questions asked.
Even if I'm standing on a public sidewalk?
Yes. How many times do I got to explain it to you?
So if I don't give you ID...
What a smart ASS. Oh, God, man, this boils your blood. If you love freedom, if you want to champion the cause of liberty, this guy right here is a stench in your nostrils.
I'm going to jail.
You're going to jail for failure to identify.
Can I just leave?
If you wish to do so, but I need to identify you.
I don't wish to do so. I'd like to stay here. And
You're not going to stay here, period. I'm going to let you know.
Do I have to leave?
Yes.
Oh, they love to intimidate. They know they got their gun. They got their utility belt. They come with the authority of the state. They have their resources. They've got their partner. They've got unlimited equipment to deploy at you if you don't bow to their wishes and their will.
Why?
Because I'm instructing you. I'm giving you a lawful order to leave.
And if I don't leave?
You're going to jail.
I'll go to jail.
For
And
failure.
you're Officer Sergeant Joffrian?
Sergeant Joffrion, Officer Anderson.
Y'all have a good day.
You got your ID with you?
So if I don't leave, I'll go to jail.
Yep. Give me your ID first.
And if I don't give you ID, I'll go to jail.
Yes.
Even though I've explained to you that I'm engaged in constitutionally protected
I don't
activity.
care if you explain it to me or not.
Safeguarded by the First Amendment. It's
Okay.
freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of assembly on a traditional public forum. The steps of City Hall.
Correct.
I'm not begging for
You got
money.
your ID?
He said correct again. I mean, this is Jeff Gray hitting on all cylinders, dotting his I's, crossing his T's, and laying the trap for this tyrant. This is a tyrant trap right here.
I'm not begging for money.
Okay. You got
And
your
even if he was, where's the victim? Let's say you're down on your luck and you're out in front of City Hall and standing on a public sidewalk, not getting in anybody's way, but saying, hey, I'm kind of down on my luck. Could you spare a dime? Could you spare $1? Could you spare $5? I got to feed my family. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten for 2 days. What victim was created when you are just putting it out there for anybody who could voluntarily give if they wanted to and deny you if they didn't want to? What victim was created? Remember, there's no crime unless there's a victim. And there's no victim unless somebody's been threatened, somebody's been harmed, somebody's property's been stolen, or their property's been damaged and you're not going to pay for it. These law enforcers do not understand what crime is. They think that a crime is when you break the laws and disobey the laws of politicians, the political parasite class, because they're the enforcement class on the other side of what the political parasites write on those fancy pieces of paper.
ID.
Do I need to show you my ID?
You need to show me your ID. Yes, sir.
Or what?
You're going to jail.
That's like 6 times.
Well, you guys, I tell you, man. I'm going to put you on notice before I show you my ID and before you do what.
No, you're going to show me your ID right now.
Okay.
Then you can do whatever you wish after that.
You guys are idiots,
All
man.
right. Okay. That's your opinion.
You guys really are
Central
dumb
Florida,
as a
yeah.
bag of hammers.
Okay. That's perfectly
Let
fine.
me get back.
Now, I agree that this is idiotic, and I agree that, whether I agree or not, whether they're dumb as a bag of hammers, I've seen dumb people that have a moral compass. I've seen dumb people who are principled human beings. I've seen dumb people who have some kind of semblance of morality about them. But this guy right here, I don't care what his IQ is. I care if he's a tyrant or not. I care if he's going to uphold liberty or not. Because basically what this cop is saying is that I don't care about your rights, Jeff Gray. Oh, and I don't care about the rights of any of you watching this video right here. And speaking like Sergeant Jay Jaffrion from the Waveland, Mississippi Police Department, he might as well be saying, oh, and all of you guys watching this video, I don't care about your rights either. And I would do the same to you as I'm doing to Jeff Gray right now. That's why we should take this person. We are Jeff Gray. We are anybody who gets their rights trampled on. And injustice against one man anywhere is injustice against all men everywhere. And we need to get that down in our spirits.
Up here, I'm trying to leave.
Look at this guy right here. The standards ain't too high over there in Waveland, Mississippi.
George 600-433-700081.
Is my ID going to tell you if I'm committing a crime or not?
Good job, Jeff.
Doesn't matter if you commit a crime or not. You have to identify in reference to a complaint because you're violating.
You need to have reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime is afoot.
Yeah, I do have reasonable suspicion. I just instructed you. So,
Vagrancy?
yeah. correct.
What ordinance is that?
City ordinance.
Even though I've explained to you that I'm engaged in constitutionally
you
protected.
don't need to explain anything to me because I literally don't care.
Jeff, get this in the context in which it was said. You don't need to explain anything to me because I literally don't care, is what Jaffrion said right here. After Jeff Gray had said, I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. I don't give a damn. I don't care about your freedoms. I don't care about my freedoms. He's literally right here. He is saying he doesn't care about his own freedoms. What military did he serve in? Was it North Korea? And now he's coming over here to spread the communist ideology? This guy doesn't care about your freedoms, your children's freedoms, your grandchildren's freedoms. He doesn't care about America.
Wow. I'm here in reference to a complaint
All right.
by the mayor of this city.
By the mayor.
By the mayor of this city.
Okay.
If you have any complaints, you can send me an email, calling later on.
You know, at this point, I'm going to remain silent because this is obviously, you guys.
This isn't some free will state, man. This is how it is in the state of Mississippi.
So you don't have freedom in the state of Mississippi?
If you don't like it, you can go back to Florida.
If you don't like the tyranny I'm trying to bring down upon your head right now, Jeff Gray, if you don't like this tyranny, if you don't like this World War II style, show me your papers, and you have no right to be secure in your person's house with papers in effect, then you just go back to Florida. That's basically what he's saying right there.
All right, well, let me have my ID and I'll go back to Florida.
I'll give you ID once it comes back.
I don't want to go to jail. And you're a veteran.
I'm a veteran, yes.
What did you serve?
Huh?
Where did you serve?
That's none of your business.
All right. Did you take an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution when you served?
I absolutely did.
Yeah, and you're not doing that right now.
Okay, that's your
Did you
opinion.
take an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution when
that
you
is your opinion.
became a cop?
That is your opinion.
Then you're not doing it right now.
That's your opinion.
It is not opinion. It's objective. It's provable. It's observable. Words have meaning, Officer Jaffrion from the Waveland, Mississippi Police Department. Words have meaning. Congress, even Congress, shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or religion. This Jeff Gray is covering all the bases right here. And this Jaffrion guy says, I don't give a damn about I took an oath, but I don't give a damn about it. One thing that that I can appreciate, and I'm saying that loosely. On one level, I can kind of appreciate this cop because at least he says what the other cops are thinking. The other cops come at you with smiling faces and they're acting like they care about the Constitution. At least Jaffrion right here says, I literally don't care.
You guys are a supervisor?
I'm the supervisor.
My name is Boss Hogg.
I better start recording this.
You can start recording. We've been recording the whole time since we made contact.
Now check this out.
I'm not panhandling. I'm just coming out saying God bless the homeless veteran on this public sidewalk at the steps of City Hall.
You can't even get more American than that. God bless the homeless veterans. Get the frick out of here. You got no rights. And before you leave, give me your ID. And if you don't give it to me, I'm going to throw you into a cage.
You don't care. I'm going to jail.
I just say you was going to jail.
I didn't say you was going to jail. Let me give you a compilation I just put together. Let's see. Did Mr. Jaffrion, Sergeant Jaffrion from the Waveland, Mississippi Police Department, did he ever say that you're going to jail if you don't give me my ID? Let's take a look, shall we?
Am I required to give you ID?
Yes, you are.
What happened if I don't give it to you?
You're going to jail, period. But I'm letting you know you're going to go to jail, no questions asked.
I'm going to jail.
You're going to jail for failure to identify.
And if I don't give you ID, I'll go to jail?
Yes.
Do I need to show you my ID?
You need to show me your ID. Yes, sir.
Or what?
You're going to jail.
You don't care. I'm going to jail.
I just say you're going to jail.
This guy is so hypocritical. He is such a liar. He doesn't care about rights, and he doesn't even listen to what he's saying. I didn't see you were going to jail. Dude, you said it. Actually, he said it 6 times. There was one in there that I missed. I just realized it just now. When Jeff Gray panned away with his device, he said, yeah, you're going to jail if you don't give me your ID. So there were 6 times he literally said that in the span of what? 2.5 minutes? And then he turns around saying, I didn't see you were going to jail. And this cop right here, Donut Boy, he doesn't care. He's not. This is another example of not a good cop on the scene. Why didn't this guy, I don't care if he's in training or what, just like, dude, we took an oath to the Constitution. One of those is the First Amendment. He's got the right to freedom of speech. All he's saying is God bless the homeless vets. He's doing it on a public sidewalk in front of a public building. What are you doing? Nope, not going to do it because they don't have balls. They don't have a moral compass. They don't have principle that they're going by.
You never said I was going to jail? Oh, boy, I wish I was recording before. You guys said you're recording? Can you get body camera videos in the state of Mississippi for your public record request?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I'm gonna leave this here, okay? This is Jeff Gray, Honor Your Oath, Civil Rights Investigations, and I do want to read his pinned comment because some people, not a lot, and I'm thankful for that, but not a lot of people gave him grief for giving his ID, but he was just trying to circumvent that, saying, I'll probably get some grief in the YouTube comments about giving up my ID, but once a cop tells me that he literally doesn't care, which Jaffrion did, it's time for me to try and get out of there while I'm still alive. Because remember, while you're in the presence of power-tripping authoritarian tyrants, your life is on the line. We've seen it time and time again. You got Philando Castile, you got James Boyd, you got Johnny Wheatcroft being tased in the private parts in front of his screaming kids, and the Glendale Police Department doesn't even care, and it was all for nothing. So you can have a smiling cop, but tyranny with a smile is still tyranny. You can have a joking cop, but tyranny with joking is still tyranny. And you can't accept it. So I don't hold it against anybody who opts to, hey, you know what? I'm not going to fight this battle right here. If somebody else wants to do it, that's fine. But I'm not going to be thrown into a rape cage here in Mississippi. That probably wouldn't be good for me. It probably wouldn't be good for my family. So he says, especially when it's the supervisor, Sergeant Jaffrion, literally had me in fear for my life. So I don't blame anybody. This is Honor Your Oath Civil Rights Investigations. I'll leave the link in the description for you so you can watch this video in its entirety. I didn't play the whole thing. I really would rather you give him the view, but I couldn't not say something about this. And if you go over there, let him know Here's the Deal sent you. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. That's highimpactflix.com. And follow me on Facebook under High Impact Flicks. Super important that you do that because I'm going to be uploading the body camera footage of that last video that I just did where those cops in Texas were just, arrested that guy for one frickin' word. Remember, guys, the price of freedom is now and will always be eternal vigilance, and indifference to this notion is the means by which the people have and will secure their own oppression. Freedom is dangerous. The only thing more dangerous is not having it. I'll see you in the next video.